already started.
Kick this off, DJ Late Night.
DJ Late Night.
I haven't said.
DJ Late Night.
Evan has not stated its
You
start.
are not the MC, he is.
Yeah. This is my show. This is my show.
I don't sound like Peter Molyneux.
Sorry, this is my show.
Hello and welcome to the Player podcast. This is my show. I think I should put that at the start. I'm Evan.
I'm Stephen.
Joel. Alan.
Lee.
Is it? Do you want to move around a bit?
5 of us.
I'll shout even louder.
No, because you're getting this. I think just because.
That's it, make more noise.
There you go, Evan.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Fuck!
Great.
This
at
church.
least I'll be able to see where that happens.
Yeah, it was very contained.
Come back. This is a big week for games. Big week and a half. So like we have South Park.
Yep.
Titanfall, and well, Titanfall isn't really
That big.
here. No, it's not even really out here, but we're playing it. And Dark Souls 2, which isn't out here, and we've no way of playing it. But I've played South Park. Lee, you've played South Park.
Mm-hmm. I've played
Anyone
a
else?
significant amount of South Park.
I have seen clips. I've been
Oh, yeah,
getting them
yeah.
sent to me on Snapchat.
Same here.
Yeah,
Why who?
it's good.
I hope there's nakedness involved.
There is more than in the show.
Yes.
That's something.
Wait, what? Hold
that's
on.
something you can say for how extreme the game is. They get away with a lot more.
Oh, of
than
course.
they even
Wait,
try
this is
to
multiplayer
get.
only, isn't it?
What?
South Park?
Oh, sorry. What the fuck? I got confused there,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah,
Titanfall with naked people.
The Titans have massive tits.
It's
Hence
just-
the word tight.
It's just like when Skyrim came out. A
you-
week
you
later,
know
you've got
where
like a
it's-
naked mod already.
You know, like that Titanfall TV show that's been running for the last 17 years.
Yeah,
That's
that one.
the
The
tie-in
cartoon
game.
where they make like sort of political jokes a lot.
They can
While
make it
they're
in a week.
yeah, in Titans.
3 days if they don't sleep.
That's true.
So
If
we're
nobody's
actually
any-
talking
yeah.
about South Park.
Yeah.
It's very, very funny. But only if you like South Park. Like, obviously, if
Yeah.
you don't like South Park, it's not something that's going to interest you at fucking all. You're going to hate it for all the same reasons you don't like South Park. Because, like, it's an RPG made by Obsidian, who have made very,
Vegas.
very good games down through the years. Fallout New Vegas, Knights of the Old Republic 2, and several other broken ass
Yeah,
RPGs that are still good in spite of it.
That's the first thing I'd wonder. Is it broken?
No.
No.
Because it's so simple that they would have had to kind of go out of their way
Okay.
to break it.
As someone who hasn't,
Obsidian might do that. They might go. Look, people are
as
expecting
someone
this
who
of us.
hasn't played it and hasn't even gotten it yet, how much influence have the two creators, like Trey Parker and thing, put into this? How did it feel to you?
You would swear
You
it
would
was
think
like
that
they
were there,
part of the show.
that they were in the office every day. It's like a really long episode of the show.
Plus, from what I
And
see,
it,
it has
it
a lot
draws
of...
on so many references,
Yeah.
really obscure ones too.
Yeah.
Like, how long has South Park been going on? It's 15 at
A
least
long
years.
time.
Officially.
Yeah, about 15, 16 years.
Probably.
I'd say 16,
Like,
17,
one of the collectibles are Chim Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I bet a lot of the people watching the current way the show is
Don't even know what the
wouldn't
fuck it
even
is.
fucking remember
Yeah.
that. Like, and there's a lot of that stuff.
Shoo!
Yeah, she was there.
Yeah, he's in
Choo Choo Nesby. There's 30 of them. Which
Nice.
so they must have made up new ones for the game. They have funny names. Rooster. They're all there. And just a load of stuff like that. Like one of the loading screen icons is Bigfoot
Yeah.
with Patrick Duffy's leg,
Yeah.
which is from like the second episode or something. Like, it's
Was it-
really
Snuzzlebutt? What's his name?
Snuzzle. I think it is
Something Squazzle.
Yeah.
That's something like that.
But yeah, it's I'd imagine Trey Parker and Matt Stone were incredibly heavily involved because they have to do practically every voice.
Yeah.
And there's a shitload of speech, and like there's no lines that are just text. Like everything is spoken, and all the major characters. Like of course, Cartman is one of the first people you meet. Butters, I think, is your first party member. Kenny, everyone. And it's really good. It's really, really funny. I suppose how it plays, it's pretty much a JRPG.
Yes.
Which,
I'd say Lee is enjoying that aspect of it.
I was just thinking about playing it today.
It's not my
It was like, Lee finally likes a JRPG.
Well, let's just say it doesn't have a lot of the shit that's in JRPG, as in shit story, shit voice acting.
Are you making excuses here, Lee? You are enjoying a JRPG style game.
Yeah, because the story is good.
That's okay.
And,
That's all I wanted to know, Lee. Just that.
Lee is about to enjoy another JRPG. Right?
He will soon. He will.
You gonna announce on the show, or do you want to leave that for a while? Or?
Best to leave it for a while because it's gonna take me a long time.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
He'll give,
I'll
give it to you in his will at his
But
funeral.
I think I've never played
has
a Paper
begun.
Mario game, but that's supposedly what it plays like. Like all the attacks are based around your weapon will flash, and that's when you click.
Yeah.
I guess press A or X on the console versions, and you do more damage, all that stuff. But
that sounds like Final Fantasy VIII.
did that happen? Oh yeah.
Except in this, you're rolling around with an alien dildo.
An alien dildo. At the moment, I have a plunger with shit on it. That
Makes them
sick. when you hit them, it like
Poison
gives them a
damage?
status effect. It's called gross out.
Is it the
They
same
get
as like
sick at the
poison?
start of every round. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can make people bleed. You can set people on fire. And every enemy you fight has a specific animation for being on fire. Some of them are really funny.
That's
Just the way they react. And the enemies will talk to you and stuff. Like the kids you're fighting will call you a pussy, and if you take too long,
Is it
will
my
I
turn?
say that they want to go fucking home? Like, it isn't my fucking turn.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing about like the Cicatrix, like it's Cartman and the relatively nice kids are having a war in kind of a Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing. And yeah, there's a lot of jokes from that as well.
In case you can hear it, Stephen is slowly taking food out just around the microphone. Just like you can hear little plasticky sounds and the filling up of the bowl. He clearly has a lot of respect for what you're saying there, Evan. When instead of listening, he's decided, I'm going to fill up this bowl with some food, maybe put some little...
You shouldn't have put those
Pink and
two
whites.
food items together either. Those are like
that's kind of a
those
bit
are like
nasty.
those wafer things with paprika peanuts. It's disgusting. You're disgusting.
Disgusting individual.
Hi. Asian food isn't the most
Now
complimentary.
you're speaking
of
with
tastes.
your mouth full. Your mother would be
Smack your
ashamed,
lips.
Stephen.
Drink into the
She
microphone.
would be. I'm going to
You
show her this
lack
podcast
manners.
just so she's
Or
ashamed.
look at what he did.
Look at what your son has become.
The sound waves going up and down. Anyway, you all made it about me while Evan was talking, so... Jeez, Evan, please continue. I'm sorry how rude
I'm
they
being
are.
quiet. I was actually listening to what Evan had to
Oh,
say.
was I?
I
Yeah.
think you might have played a lot more South Park than I have.
Possibly. I Jeez, how far am I now? I don't want to give away anything in the story, but I think I've put in about 8 hours into it so far.
Yeah.
And
How much do you feel you're through it?
Is it going to be like a 60-hour...
no, I don't think it's going to be that
JRPG.
long. See,
What's it?
I'm terrible with these types of things because I want to go around every part of the place,
Because I feel
find
like
everything.
Games have two lenses.
Very OCD.
Yeah.
There's two lenses to a game. There's how much you feel you're through the game, and then there's actually how much you...
I don't feel I'm actually
are.
through the game all that far. Yet I've spent 8 hours in it.
Yeah, and
like
like
doing
the-
side missions and stuff like
The
that.
full town is like fleshed out, and you can go into a lot of buildings. And if you're a fan of the program, like a big fan, you're nearly always going to get a reward in the way of a joke or a reference.
Yeah.
And you'll get side quests. Like, I've been doing the side quests, I think, since nearly the start of the game for Al Gore
Yeah.
to find Man Bear Pig. And I still don't see the end of that in sight, so that might go on for the whole fucking game, I'm not sure.
The last side quest I did was I went and found Mr. Hankey's kids for him, and his wife is a horrible fucking drunk. and she keeps messaging you on Facebook asking, do you have...
no, what's it called?
No, it's called Facebook. They literally call it
That's
Facebook.
It's just called Facebook, and
What did they call it in the episodes though?
Facebook.
Yeah.
Like
I thought they
that's
called it something else.
like no South Park can. I don't know how they get away with
Cartoon.
it. They can just say whatever.
Yeah.
Like
I think it's the cartoon
guys.
guys.
It's the cartoon
to
thing.
Copyright or like Twitter is referenced constantly.
Yeah.
What South Park do have
Plus, you'd
their
have to
own
be a
version
big,
called Shitter.
you'd have to be a massive dickhead to start giving out
Yeah.
about South
Yeah.
Park.
But yeah, his wife just keeps messaging me asking, do I know where I can score some pills? And like it's just everybody you meet will eventually become your friend on Facebook, and then they start sending you all these weird fucking messages.
Can I ask this? So how do you settle into the community? Like, because obviously...
Oh yeah,
Start scoring some pills.
that's the you're this new family that's not in the show yet. I bet they probably will be from now on. But you're just a new kid, and that's really what you're known as. New kid, and then
Or a
Douchebag.
douchebag, and then
Sir Douchebag.
And you don't talk, but they reference that, like your dad will say stuff to you, like he'll say good morning, and it's just, no, I'm not talking, huh? And then the next time you see him and you don't talk, he'll kind of start swearing at you and stuff.
Yeah. Go out and find some fucking friends.
Yeah, like there's jokes, there's the South Park jokes, and then they take the piss out of games as well. Because like once you learn how to do magic, you're like, they just straight up say, oh, you're the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Oh, and your magic is farts, and the first
Well,
spell you
it's
unlock
known
is
from-
Dragon Shout.
Yeah.
So it's really clear that Trey Parker and Matt
Yeah,
Stone
but it's-
play games, and that's
It's known
that's
from
a
that
known
because
thing, yeah.
it's in their documentary that they take time out and they have them set up.
Look at the
like,
World of
messing
War
around.
or World of
Yeah,
Warcraft.
they've
The
done
Nintendo episode.
Yeah, they've done
A
games.
three-parter, which was essentially a movie.
The not Nintendo, the Sony
It's
Microsoft,
a Sony Microsoft
console
one.
Wars one.
Nintendo.
They did the Wii one.
The Wii U, where you
yes.
Oh, that one where
Time.
It was a
Roger-
three-parter. It was essentially
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
movie.
Yeah, but if you look at the likes of the
I
World
actually
of
watched
Warcraft
that as a
one,
movie.
the World of
World of
Warcraft
Warcraft,
one, they
yeah.
did so much work in the World of
Yeah.
Warcraft
Yeah, they just
game.
did it
like,
in fucking engine.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Now, it's good, and like the good thing is that everyone seems to have just kind of accepted that it's South Park, and no one flipped their lid about it.
Yeah.
Because I guess everyone saw it coming.
Yeah.
That, like,
Yeah,
if you're easily offended, you already don't like South Park. But
You're not gonna
needless
buy
to
the
say,
game.
There's some stuff in it.
I think
that
they're-
is
I think they're
fucking
past that.
insane.
You have to be past
That's
that at
that's
this
what
point.
I was going to say. Did it take any reminiscence from their old games, like the weapons that were in the old games?
No, they don't acknowledge the old games.
Really?
And
Yeah,
that's,
even
that's
in
a
a-
good thing.
It's a
Like,
good thing.
the South Park games were really fucking
I don't know.
bad.
I think one of our fans, one of our listeners, would be a little bit disappointed.
I think
Yeah, South Park Rally.
Yeah,
no, but not even that. I
that was
remember.
a quality
Remember first
title.
person shooter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying.
Oh, yeah, with the cow gun.
and it would just
Yeah.
it would slowly
That was
just cover
so
your eye.
bad.
Like in an interview
Just
recently,
on snowballs.
Mm.
in an interview recently, Matt Stone and Trey Parker were like, "Yeah, we kind of didn't want to do another game until we felt it would do South Park justice." Because they said they hated all the old South Park games.
So did everyone else.
Yeah.
So that works out.
Not everyone apparently. There is one fan of
Oh,
South
and
Park.
the thing
Right?
to point out is like it looks exactly
Looks exactly.
like the show.
Yeah.
Like in terms of games looking like their source material, this is the most successful a game has ever been in looking like its licensed material.
Yeah, like it's all done in engine. All the cutscenes and all the cutscenes you would swear were taken directly from the TV show.
I wonder are they actually going to like look at how the game's going to be like, we could actually just make a TV show using most of this.
Well,
Make
apparently,
it like the section from Lemmy Show.
oh yeah,
Just like make an interactive South Park game on television.
that you call in.
Yeah, you have to pay to be the number one person. You get to control it.
So,
yeah,
well,
it's really, really good.
been about a week and a half ish.
Yeah.
At this point. The one thing I did see was a lot of people saying that on PC, €60 or whatever the equivalent is too much, and I don't get that at all.
That's because
But
on PC.
it mainly seems to be about how the game looks.
Yeah, well, people if they spend that
But
much,
like, if
they
you know
expect.
South Park,
Yeah,
Yeah.
people are tick.
that's what you want. Yeah, I guess.
And it runs amazingly well on my 5-year-old laptop.
Like, I'd imagine there's not going to be a PC that people still
Yeah.
use daily that it's not
Yeah.
going to run somewhat.
That's an achievement.
Yeah.
I love.
I'm
to
gonna
see
get
it.
my Acer netbook out and see if it can run
I
it.
would love to see that game with frame rate issues,
Yeah.
just to see what it looks like.
Because I was going to say is like games nowadays, even indie games, the games that are even really popular, can't run on stuff, and to get things running on, you know, they look simple and everything, but like to get them running is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet the only thing that holds it back
Especially
is
for Obsidian to get things
probably
running.
running in a version of DirectX that doesn't work past Windows 7. But then you have compatibility modes and all that.
Yeah.
We should do that. We should get the shittiest PC we can find.
My
Try to
Acer,
get
my
that.
Acer
It's not
netbook.
that shitty. You played Mountain Blade in that.
I played Mountain Blade with no textures in
That was
that.
pretty funny to look at.
I did. Everybody was either white or pink.
So it was Tron.
It was actually pretty cool.
So it was Mountain Blade.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
not a
is
graphical
how it looks.
power.
Yeah, well, look, it was. Yeah, actually, like I enjoyed it. I still played a couple of hours.
It's like those
I
Quake
still-
pros who turned off every graphical effect in the game when it was
I even
basically
remember-
just cubes floating around shooting at each other.
Yeah.
He got it working in work, and he goes to me, "Come look," and I'm like, "Okay." It was literally just like nothing. And I'm like, "What's working?" And he's like, "No, you can kind of see
Yeah, you could make out what the game was about. You just had to have a bit of background.
imagination."
Exactly, a bit of imagination. You know, that's what games are missing nowadays. A bit like the kids don't have any imaginations. They've got to have your AAA graphics. You just need a bit of imagination to put on.
Do you remember when
Yeah,
games were like
exactly.
8 pixel versus another pixel?
Yeah.
That's how it all started.
Yeah.
I think that's about all we need to say about South Park. Although incidentally, South Park for me on Steam, like I think I bought it the day it came out. It was €40, not 60. So I also don't know where the fuck those people are getting that from so far.
They've been ripped off.
Germany probably.
UK.
They get screwed over non-stop.
Well,
And the whole, that's why I'm trying to
Was
get
it
Germany.
even released in Germany?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to release.
something tremendous happened in Germany and Austria with the console versions. Ubisoft is publishing this. So they pressed up versions of the game, sent out to Germany and Austria, perfect for release day. Until people got them early. And I don't know, maybe it was like the son of the watchdog or something, but there was, like, because of South Park, there's swastikas in it. Germany and Austria is literally illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for a piece of media, like, American people probably don't know that. Like,
You don't do that.
badly illegal. Like, it's not something they treat lightly
Mandatory jail
at all.
sentence.
Yeah.
So now it's not coming out until the end of this month. In Germany and Austria properly.
You know what? They're probably going to replace it all with like the Star of David or something like that. Like so
Yeah, no, I think you have
Equally
to
as
just make
offensive.
it. I think
Sure, what was
there's
the Charlie
something-
just a text background just says Nazi symbol.
No, Charlie Chaplin.
What they
Bad.
usually do is
Bad.
it's just
Yeah,
it's the armband with the white background. It's just
The Charlie Chaplin one.
an iron cross. I think that's usually what they do, but God knows what's
So you can still do something that represents the same thing,
Yeah.
just not to the
Yeah.
same extent.
Well, I believe the German army still awards the Iron Cross. Like, and they
Yeah.
did, but they did before
Yeah. It was
The
always a
Americans, I
German
believe,
thing.
even have
the Iron Cross. I don't think so, dude.
No.
of a cross.
No, they have the Medal of Honor.
They have a cross, though.
They do have a cross,
But it's
but
not the
not
iron. It's not the
the
Iron
It's the
Cross.
Navy Cross.
It's not the-
Iron Cross.
Yeah,
Like,
they don't award them like we got this off a dead German. Here you go.
that's literally.
Germans
Joe-
are big into Iron Crosses. Why don't we get some Iron Crosses over here?
And how about them concentration
But sir,
camps?
we've got fields for
Guantanamo
these
Bay.
wooden crosses.
Hey!
Oh, jeez.
It's getting political up in this podcast.
I think that skipped in there. Nobody really knows.
I noticed heavily.
Well, that's like South Park, like this, like the show obviously doesn't either, but the game, like it's, as I said, more extreme I think than any single episode of a TV show I can think of.
Yeah.
They probably did a lot of stuff that they would have loved to have done in
I
TV
bet
show.
that's a
Like,
huge part of it. There's some stuff I haven't come across yet, but I've heard, like, even by their standards, it's fucking mental.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
good.
Which is good, yeah. Like, it's good to see those guys. Like I remember that exact same thing happened when the film came out. It was so much more insane than the TV show as it existed before the film.
Yeah, and then
But
after
now the film looks like really tame in comparison to the crazy shit that's out now in terms of stuff. And that's what I've been enjoying about it, the reminder that South Park has changed.
But even South Park acknowledged that in one of their episodes as well, like with the James Cameron lowering the bar episode.
Yeah.
But I remember it was in the documentary you gave me where they have conversations with people who do the ratings.
Yeah.
And they're now even talking policies of how to write them and stuff because they're like, oh, we have to deal with South Park now. Like, how much can we get away with?
Yeah, they had to rewrite that nearly every year for them, like just the stuff that they do.
Well, so fair play to Ubisoft for, well, to a certain extent. I've been playing.
Is it a risk at this point?
No, I've been playing it on the PC and it's completely fine on the PC. But in Europe for the the PS3 version, the Xbox 360 version, there are several scenes that are just censored straight up.
Really?
Censored and not mandated by any regulatory body within.
They just decided, okay, well, this is not.
Yeah, the
suitable for the market.
BBFC and PEGI, PEGI, that's our game rating board.
PEGI 60.
Bo came out and said,
we rated 18s.
we didn't touch this.
Yeah.
We rated 18s, it's South Park.
Everyone was giving them hassle because they thought, oh, look at this. But it just turned out it was a marketing team on Ubisoft's end did it.
Yeah. And like everyone knows, it's Randy getting anally probed by the grey alien visitor guys who are in South Park every so
Evan,
often.
you don't have to talk about
See, I know they might have been like. I know they might have been like totally like, okay, Xbox might not want
That
it.
had something like that. Butters being when they thought he was crazy.
With the ghost, yeah. And this isn't anywhere near as bad as that.
And that's even a few years ago. That's like a
it's
really old
not
episode
bad
at this stage.
all, like,
But it could have been
really
that
odd.
team just going like, alright, well look, this scene, like Microsoft isn't going to go for that. This scene, Sony probably.
Well,
will.
no, think about it this way. You're hiring.
Microsoft.
No.
Like as soon as Microsoft
Yeah, I
have
suppose
given
it's nothing to do with
Ubisoft
them.
and Obsidian the go ahead.
It's
This game can come out
everything
on our
is good.
system. It's Ubisoft.
Think how much removed that decision is from that.
And it's
like
fine in
it's
America.
someone's
like, those
company
seats are there.
to Ubisoft representing Ubisoft, and then they get it, and then they make a decision on it. Whereas I doubt that went all the way back to America. Like,
Yeah.
It was a bad decision because
But
I've seen that
it
most
could be
of the
just-
stuff that was cut out, and
for the
Come on,
rating
like-
system, they have to actually turn around and tell everyone, like,
Yeah.
get off our backs. We didn't do nothing to it. And
Yeah.
like, it's fair play to them.
Hey, come
for-
on, we thought it was funny too.
Hey, hence the 18 certificate.
And like nowadays, the ratings boards for films and stuff as well. In a lot of cases, it's the same guys. They'll just be like, "We will only ever touch something if it's kind of beyond the pale." Like, it's sadistic violence is the one you always see come up now for films and stuff. It's like that was the Manhunt.
or sexual violence.
Not
It's kind of
really.
funny, though.
Not in a huge way, especially in Europe. In America,
Sexual violence is not
sex stuff. Oh, of course not.
Who
Like,
went uproar
No,
about Tomb
but I
Raider?
said it's funny enough, though. What I mean, though,
like Tomb Raider was
in the
just
80s we had
giving it
incredibly
go.
I
violent
have
movies.
two people
Sorry.
talking.
You.
In the 80s we had incredibly violent movies, and now you have RoboCop PG-13.
Well, yeah, and
We're
like,
going backwards in that
well,
respect.
the 80s there was the whole video nasties, like which like I.
In fairness,
But I'm
That's-
talking about
this is-
mainstream movies. We had loads of
but we also
mainstream
had.
movies that were really kind of...
I'm
Well,
like,
like the weirdest thing of all is that it's completely uncensored on the PC.
Yeah, in the 80s we did have
Like
incredibly violent sex as well. I'm like,
I
was born.
Then that means they probably did it on the distribution end.
Who
Because
knows?
PC isn't
what
really
happens.
distributed anymore. It's
Well, I
just
bet you can buy a disc of.
You can just proxy it to the States, and then there you go, download away.
I think
No,
PC is just
apparently-
one left because they're like, oh, they'll figure it out.
Because this is a
I've
good
done it.
segue into our next game. Using a VPN on Steam is now apparently not a great idea. But what is a great idea, if I manage to release this before Friday, which I might not, but who knows. In Europe, Titanfall isn't out until Friday, but if you have a PC, the head of the company that developed it gave the go-ahead for people in Europe to just use a VPN.
As long as you've got a legitimate copy of the game.
Yeah, buy it in the country you're from's origin
and
store
pre-download it.
Yeah, do not use the VPN beforehand and try to get it for cheaper, because that they're not into. They will ban you for that.
Yeah. But if you have a legit copy, there is... Was it PC Gamer did an article on it?
Yeah. You use a VPN.
Really easy to use.
VPN client that seems to be from a university in Japan.
Oh, it's great. I wouldn't be big into doing shit like this now. Just
I've never done it.
Just double click on this, click join, and all of a sudden boom. And I did forget to turn it off earlier on, and then I had a problem, and I went onto Google, and everything showed up in Korean, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
But yeah, when I first turned on Titanfall, I left it on before all tabbing out, and I picked my data center as West Europe, and the ping was 3,000 because I was using a VPN in Korea.
Yeah. Same thing happened.
Just take a little break here.
How can we lead into this naturally? No.
So anyway,
Come on!
You know, I will just be honest. There was a hour break between the last sentence you heard and this one,
And we may have our hands
We went
full
to
with
the shop.
liquids.
and some dudes went to the shop, but we're still talking about Titanfall, which is in my experience it's not technically out.
It's
here
not
yet.
out, so your experience is very skewed.
Well, no, it's
not.
it's the exact same as everyone who's been playing it since 1:00 Wednesday. which
It's just that we had to do a
right
little
now.
bit
We
extra
we
work.
just had to do crazy shit.
Statistically, you're all Koreans.
yes.
Yeah.
Until the game is loaded up, in which case it changed to... I was a North European this morning, and then it changed to Western
North-
Europe.
No,
Yeah.
put it to North Europe because I'm getting absurdly low pings.
Yeah.
Nordic.
So I don't think we're classed as North Europe, though.
We're not Nordic. We're West.
We're not West Europe though.
We're West Europe.
But
Yeah,
I
we're
suppose
Northwest.
yeah,
We're Eastern Europe.
We're
Whatever.
definitely not Eastern Europe.
Yes, we are.
We're Europe. There is no
But
option.
anyway,
Joe knows
look,
what I'm talking
I
about.
want to make a statement here that
Well,
you're
look,
all
in fairness-
messing up those Korean KDAs. They're going to be pissed that you guys.
If we're Eastern European,
See,
are we though?
the program we used is run by a Japanese university.
Yeah.
But if we're Eastern
You
Europe, are
only
we,
use the VPN for 10 minutes.
yeah, and then it just.
and then you have to turn it off.
But if we're
I used it for longer than
Wait,
that.
hold on. Then you
Yeah,
have
you-
to turn it off?
Not have to,
No.
but you should.
You made it
because
sound like then you must.
well,
because
if
it'll-
you
it'll-
don't, you're an
Well,
asshole.
no.
Yeah, and it'll fuck up your internet
Yeah.
speeds,
Yeah, really
because you're
badly.
communicating with a server in Korea, which is real far away.
Especially if you change it back to Eastern Europe, as Lee said.
But yeah,
More on that later. But now,
Titanfall, it's good. It was broken earlier today. It may still be broken on the
No.
Xbox One.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, hold on. You've all spoken about the broken end of this. Get into
no, we
the game,
didn't.
Chris.
No. We talked about that when we were cut off. Yeah. We
Yeah.
didn't think-
Yeah, the servers. I think it was error 503.
Yeah.
was the
I
thing.
kept getting that error.
But that was only for 2 hours. So this is. It's not a company that's owned by EA, but this is an EA game that has launched smoothly on the PC that depends on
Online servers.
online shit, and it actually worked. which
And
is
the
good.
download speeds were insane
That
as
was
well.
crazy. I
we were
have
getting-
no idea what was.
We were getting about
happening with
14 megabytes per second. That was what it was registering as. We only have a 50 megabit per second download speed.
So you should be only getting 5 megabytes per second.
that. Yeah, it was like,
Yeah, around that.
10% is
That's what I
5.
would. That's what I would get off Steam normally, about 5 if
Yeah.
I'm using the full load. And it was
Jesus,
just
I
like,
hate
no, you get more than this. I downloaded Titanfall in just over an hour. And
That's
it was
50 gigs.
50 gigabytes. Like EA probably finally went, right, let's do one right.
They did a launch, right?
Let's just do one right.
Let's
we
do
can
it right for once.
Yeah, we can fuck up all the rest after this, but people will remember the one we do right.
Can you imagine the
Except
speech?
on the Xbox.
It was like a speech in front of their
Yeah,
crowd,
and-
going, "Today is that day."
None of
Yeah, and
us-
then Microsoft decided, let's not do it right. Let's let Xbox Live just crash completely for Xbox One users.
Only
Yeah, and
Xbox
it's like
One?
because
Yeah.
that's what it's released
Oh
on.
yeah,
There's the
360 was working
Well, I suppose
fine.
that's Xbox Live's stress test as well.
there's the
their first
mysterious
stress test.
There's their first stress test since they launched the service 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I've always
No,
found,
one
yeah,
for Xbox One.
because Xbox Live, I've always kept their download speeds very limited, like really, really limited.
Not as limited as PlayStation Network.
Really? Because they're
Yeah, the
PlayStation
Badly
PS3 download speeds. The PS4 is better.
You used to have to leave it for
Oh,
hours
okay.
for just getting
Like-
like a couple of megs.
that's,
But yeah, that's probably because Respawn aren't owned by EA. And after Vince Zampella, like the head of Respawn, and like people know that name from the guy who was fired from Activision. In fact, him coming out on Twitter, actually him on Twitter for the last week, being cool,
Being really cool about it.
with literally everything, but him saying to people in Europe was like, just fucking use a VPN, you won't get banned.
if it's legit, a legit copy. You're
I'm
good.
taking him on his word. I hope.
He did say there could be some disruptions when they do server upgrades.
Ha! Hate
to
that, we
bring
got
them
you.
online.
Yeah, it was just the Vince
I don't
Zampella
think he's
fucking trap.
that much of an asshole to make a worldwide trap just to fuck over a
No,
load
from
of people.
following him in the kind of upcome to the release of this, he seems like a fucking cool dude. I don't know what happened to the other guy, the West guy. I guess he was just.
He would be after getting some.
He left because there was family issues and he wanted to.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That's a whole
I know
other thing.
the whole exclusive thing. I was talking to you about it.
Yeah,
I posted up. He was just like, "Oh yeah, we're totally up for like being with Xbox for launch. They're a great launch partner and all this." By the way, EA went ahead and signed the rest of the deal off to them for
Yeah.
exclusive. I didn't know anything about this.
I heard
Like,
about that.
That sounds pretty bad. Like, I wonder if he was actually working away on like a PlayStation version.
I'd say so.
Oh, there's, if not a PlayStation version, the sequel. They are working on a PlayStation.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like,
And
'cause
it's
it-
probably running 1080p 60 frames a second.
Because it doesn't run at 60 frames a second on Xbox One, apparently.
Yeah, or at
No.
1080p.
No, it's nine.
The whole 1080p.
792.
yeah, it's a really weird.
Please tell me that you don't care about
I literally don't care. It's just that
Yeah.
people make such a big
Yeah,
fucking
people
issue
are
about it.
flipping
They're
their
spoiled.
lid about it. It's so insane.
In fairness, I still play a lot of Battlefield on the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great, but when you're in the middle of a really intense game, you're not going to go, "That texture is really nice."
But from
You know, and I can switch my view across it, and it's going to refresh 60 times in 1 second, as opposed to 46.
as
That's a
long as
massive
the frame
difference.
rate doesn't get in the way.
Yeah,
Like,
nobody
'cause
cares.
Before I downloaded a driver for like it was the Nvidia driver, it said best experience with Titanfall. Before I downloaded it was fluctuating between 40 and I guess 60, but it was doing it in the space of like 5 seconds. It was choppy. That's the only time frame rate matters, is when it's not stable. Especially in a game that is a multiplayer shooter
yeah.
that is really heavily Twitch based, which Titanfall is. Like, I assume anyone listening to a gaming podcast knows exactly what Titanfall is, and it's a very good one of those made by people who previously made very good Call of Duty games. But for the people who were thinking that it was gonna change the game like Call of Duty 4, I wouldn't think it has. But it's
There's
like
a lot of
in
really
my
nice,
like
it's
4 hours with it. What it is incredibly fucking fun and crazy, and I can tell like a load of really fucking good stories, which is probably what you want with that.
Yeah,
kind of game.
exactly.
It seems I've only been able to play a small bit due to, I would just say, Intel issues and Windows 8.1
Issues.
issues. Not problems, issues.
Lots
yeah,
of
from
issues.
what it feels just to move around, it feels like it's a slightly faster version of Call of Duty almost.
Oh, it's a lot faster. Yeah, it's like,
And-
to me, feels like a really good mix between old ass shooters. Like, let's go to the least old ass of the old ass shooters, like Quake 3 and Unreal Tournament 2004. Yeah, like I could have gone back to Quake, and no one remembers Quake. But yeah, there's all this crazy parkour shit in it. Like you can run between walls and stuff, and it's
Double
just
jumps.
so fast. And one of the really good things I like about it is this is the anti-sniper game.
Yeah.
People who like to sit in a corner off about 1 million miles off the side of the map with a sniper rifle are fucked. Because the person they're shooting at, if they notice they're shooting at them, can wall run and get between buildings and close the distance really quick and put them down.
Is it gonna be
I've
like?
done this several
Is it gonna be like the
times
wall
today.
bouncing in the original Gears of War, where somebody can approach you and just bounce really, really fast between two walls, and they're just like
With a
what
shotgun and
was
eventually
it?
get close to you.
Like a
Pinball.
pinball machine,
Pinball, yeah.
where it just go ding 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 ding,
In
just
Gears,
down
that was
this
so
little
funny.
corridor, and no matter what you do, it's just you're gonna die.
Unless you shoot where they aren't.
You see, that doesn't make any sense.
But yet, to Gears of War player, that makes all sense.
Not really, because as they're ping-ponging between those walls, if they get towards, and this happened to me today, like a guy was bouncing towards me, I was firing away at him, and he got across a big enough space, and like it was this alley, and like just out of nowhere, a friendly Titan like did a melee attack and have a special animation, just grabbed the guy out of the air, fucked him on the ground, and the guy just kept walking in his Titan. I was like, yeah,
That probably
okay,
looked amazing.
yeah, that was
just happened.
pretty great.
So you're saying it's like Unreal Tournament in the way it's quick and like
Yeah, but then it's like Call of
addition-
Duty in the way
is
shooting someone. It's like, I don't know even how to phrase it. Like,
Without sounding like a
what-
sadist, it's
No.
satisfying.
but no, without saying it like, without sounding like an idiot. Like, it's like the bullets are really lethal, I guess would be the way. to put it.
so you don't have to shoot someone 50 times before
Yeah,
they
it's,
die.
this
feels
isn't
like you're not
Halo.
shooting a
It's
Nerf
not
gun.
retarded amount of armor.
You're not
people
shooting a
have.
Nerf gun at someone.
Yeah, it's like this is way closer to Call of Duty than it is to, like, I guess the big reference point most people would have for Halo. And a big reason I dislike Halo is it takes too long to fucking kill someone. Like, Call of Duty got me to really like being able to put someone down fast. Like, it brought that kind of twitch element to it.
That's what Evan's into, putting people down.
Yeah,
Fast.
put them down. You want to put that bullet in
Yeah.
their head and
That's why he
just
became a
move
vet.
on.
My dog is sick. I'm gonna have to put him down fast.
Just like, yeah, right
Bullet
there
in the
front of
head, right in front of
families.
you. Boom.
Just slide the dog's head off the table a little bit, put a gun in its head.
Problem solved. Get this mess out of my way.
A little kick bucket, and then he's like, "So do you want an imprint of his paw?"
And yeah, I guess
You want this ball?
the whole thing to mention as well, the thing that is different that brings to the table is the Titans.
Yeah, the giant mechs.
Which like, yeah, every like, if you're doing bad, it's every 2 minutes. You get to call in a Titan, which is like a 30-foot tall robot that has crazy big guns and looks mad.
Has
Like,
rockets.
Has rockets. Like they have a lot of different things. Like
Magnetic bullet
So everybody
systems.
gets to see.
that's a void shield is what
Yeah.
that's called, and that's really satisfying. Is if you just have the other person in Titan is bad, you can just void shield everything they have and the amount of
Fire
damage.
back at them.
Yeah, and I think that it does amplify damage when you hit them as well. But like they're huge, like you can hear them moving constantly. Like, and about 6 minutes into like a team deathmatch game, like about 4 people on each team of 6 will be in possession of one of them, and it's absolutely mental.
And you can see them coming down as well from the sky as well. It's not like it's just like, oh, there's a Titan in the field. You can see them dropping
Yeah,
down.
you hear everything, and like there's the whole thing. There's 2 sides: the IMC and the mercenaries, or not the mercenaries,
the,
like rebels or something.
They're not called the rebels either.
Like they might as well just call them the IMC bad guys,
Yeah.
and the other side good guys. But I prefer fighting for the IMC.
Spec Ops and Op 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the bad guys, like, they have a robot telling them when your Titan is you, because every increment of time, like, it'll come up like, pilot, your Titan is ready in 30 seconds or whatever, and you can decrease that time by hitting other enemy players. Or the really weird thing about this game is on every multiplayer match there's a load of AI bots like who are just running around, and they're pretty shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've ever been killed by one. I'm not sure if it's possible
They'll
to
probably-
be killed by one.
They'll have to make that more difficult though. Like
Well, if they were more difficult, they'd just get in the way.
Yeah,
Like,
like supposed to be
they're-
fodder.
They're good to have there because it makes every map seem like a war zone. And a lot of, like, so far in my experience, all of the weapon upgrades are attached to killing those guys. Like the default assault rifle to get like the equivalent of the holographic scope is kill 50 of them with that gun. And that's
imagine-
really easy to do.
Can you imagine if they were set like the Call of Duty bots, if you ever played against them on the hardest difficulty,
Throws a
where
grenade under
if
your
you're
feet. And
if you're anywhere on their screen, you will die. Like it's as simple as that. No matter what gun you have or they have, if you're on their screen, you will die. Straight up.
Like going into it, I thought like the hard thing was like, how will I know? Like there is a distinction. Pilots are the human control players, and then the grunts are what their other guys are called.
They're one shot fucking.
But like I thought, like how am I going to distinguish between them? And it's like the pilots are the ones who are moving, like they have an intelligence behind them.
Yeah.
And it's a really good game, and it's just been me
But
talking for like.
Then again, they might
15
up that though,
minutes.
because
it's
if
your
you look,
show.
Yeah.
no, but if you look at the likes
But
of
like other of us have played it, right?
But no, I'm just thinking though the intelligence that they have in them, they might up that, because if you look at the likes of the AI in games compared to like the Gears of War, right? We start off with AI that was
Bots?
really terrible, absolutely terrible. It was just
They
you know
ran them headshot
move
every now and again,
in
though.
a certain pathway.
Yeah,
if
and
there's
that's
something
that.
on your screen, you shoot it. And then
They always
by
love
Gears
throwing
of War
grenades.
3, if you put an AI in, they would act like a player. They would do wall bounces. They would try and shotgun you from close distance. They would actually play. They took the feedback from players. So maybe in 6 months or so, we might see the grunts getting an upgrade where they've learned what players play like and just put that into the
Well,
grunts.
no, you see, there's like you constantly hear your side's radio chatter if you're kind of near them, and the grunts will talk about like,
Enemies.
The war
oh shit,
and why.
like no, like oh shit, like there's a pilot, like if you're near them, they'll start talking like that you're near them. It's like, oh, that's a pilot, like, and like I heard one today is like.
you're like a super.
Oh
soldier,
yeah, that's a
basically.
pilot. It's like there's something special. Like double jumped and like climbed up a wall, and it was like, yeah, I am something special. Then there was a guy in like an enemy pilot that did the same thing, but had a shotgun, and I had an assault rifle, so he like just shot me off that roof and killed me instantly. It was like
The
yeah.
grown supporter is like, yeah, let's head back.
Yeah, that's someone special.
Back to you. Yeah, the special guy is dead.
Because you're
sounds like a
you're
real
the
kinda
only
like-
person that can.
It sounds like a real like
Titan.
buff your ego type thing. It's like
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
they're going for is like let's buff
They'd
this
want
kid's
to.
ego.
It's
You
to
installed 35 gigs of uncompressed audio for that game.
But that was to keep the requirements low.
Yeah, it does.
It's like a hard drive
No,
requirement.
no, come on. The
You're
games
the only
that
one
they're
that admits your
standard
hard
at that
drive.
size now. I'm like, you look at games nowadays that's not too far off the standard.
20 is probably standard.
No, it's not. Fuck that. Looking at 40 is
So,
standard.
what
Yeah,
you're
it's
saying is you
getting.
can
But like
plug-
the thing about Titanfall is, it's not the best looking game.
Oh god.
Not yet, anyway.
But no, they clearly designed it to run on low end system because these guys, as you said, creators of Call of Duty, they know. Even though a lot of people say, "Oh, Activision were the one that were pushing towards the mass markets and everything like that," they know what it is to appeal to a mass market. They know what it is to get. Okay, we need as many people buying this as possible. We'll make the system requirements really low. Might make it look not quite as good, just like every Call of Duty ever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what they've done. They've appealed to
And
a large market.
it's a console exclusive to the weaker console.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Yeah, the fact that it's on the 360 is just... I was
No, I
surprised.
meant the Xbox One.
I was... Well, that just makes my point even more. Like, the fact that they're bringing this to the Xbox 360.
Yeah,
which is not
but
even...
no one has seen it.
Respawn.
Ever, apparently.
Respawn aren't even doing it on the
No,
360.
but apparently
It's-
the port house in charge of it are good, but no one has ever seen the 360 version, and it's not out until like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks delayed.
Didn't that happen with another game recently? Another EA game? Oh, Battlefield 3. Yeah, they never showed the 360 version of that.
They
Running.
exclusively showed the 360 version.
Well, wasn't there something? There was something
Remember we
recently.
went
Thinking
to that
Battlefield
weird
4?
place
Yeah,
on
Battlefield
E4?
Yeah, probably.
They were probably
Battlefield
showing
4.
the Xbox.
Battlefield 4 was released on the 360.
I know it's in a weird
was,
place in the case.
yeah.
That's what we showed
Hold
up
on.
in suits.
I've been talking to you about this
Sorry.
for the last couple of
Sorry,
weeks
sorry.
about how much fun I've had playing this game. I bought premium on that game.
We went on the keys and that was a good time. We showed up in suits and you weren't. That was suit time.
No, that wasn't the keys.
What?
That was the
Battlefield.
launch. That was the launch
Battlefield.
party.
That
We're
was
talking
Battlefield
about it
3
was
as
a
well.
preview event.
Get into the game, Stephen. Come on.
Yeah, the
Jeez,
place
what's
where
going
the
on
red
here?
box used to be isn't on the keys.
What?
Stephen's falling behind.
This is in the pod, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's where the red box used to be.
No, the launch event. where
Yeah,
we all
yeah,
put the
that's
suits.
the red
Hold
box.
on, we were
it's-
talking tripod.
Yeah, that's where the red box used to be.
It was like the space.
It's a
just
nightclub.
above.
I don't give a fuck.
It was a death trap. Like, that's
were
why
all-
it got closed down.
Look, in fairness, Lee doesn't remember. He was mad out of it. He was pilled out of his head. Just in another world.
Makes sense for being in somewhere where the red box used to be. in fairness.
That's something everyone should talk about. The re-gifting on Steam. You can't actually buy gifts in one region and give to another anymore. So
That's because people were trying
people,
to get games
yeah,
for
no,
cheaper.
yeah, but that's what
It's like-
happens. There's now everything in your inventory. If you've gotten it from someone who wasn't in your region, it won't work anymore.
What have you
What?
gifted? Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. Stephen, what have you gifted me?
Sniper.
Sniper Elite, I want people to play it.
I won't pay
Asian
for Crown of
region.
Space.
European region.
My second copy of it.
Sure,
Actually, none of
you're
us
on a
can play the
Korean
game.
VPN,
I am.
so
In fairness, I am so disappointed now that I cannot play that
That
game.
wonderful game.
Sniper Elite Zombie Nazi.
Dude,
Apocalypse.
Sniper.
Time.
Sniper Elite Nazi
Sniper
Zombie.
Ghost.
has anyone actually
Warrior?
downloaded it?
No, it was Sniper Elite. Was it?
Sniper Elite.
Oh, Sniper Ghost
The-
Warrior
the-
2 was that thing we saw in the
Yeah.
Jameson Brewery.
Yes.
What was that thing the guy kept saying?
It's awesome.
When I broke the
Was
game,
it just someone saying "fuck you" but in a weird way?
I broke the game
Was he just saying
by
it's
pressing
not
the
that
start
bad?
menu and doing something, and it just kept repeating something over and over
Yeah.
again, and it wouldn't go past it, and your man was like, "Oh, okay."
Jason.
That was my
Jason.
favourite part of seeing preview builds of games. I saw
Breaking them.
what was that lizard film? It was animated. Johnny Depp.
Oh, Django.
Django, yeah.
It wasn't Django.
Oh, no, sorry. Sorry.
Django.
That would be a different
It
very.
was.
It was
video
similar
game
to Django, but
it is similar to Django.
Rango.
Rango, yeah.
There you go. I knew it from
That was a good film, actually. I enjoyed it.
Yes.
But no, when they showed the demo of the game, like from the first second, every piece of audio looped, and like they kept playing through it. They just kept playing through it. Like basically, by the end of the 3-minute demo, everything they'd heard in those 3 minutes was looping.
Was
over
it not
White
just a
noise.
horrible
It was just white noise
distortion
there.
of-
It sounded like a gate to hell had opened.
Was that their intention?
No, the guy like got really red. And no.
Afterwards, just came up. Shit buzz about that.
That's pretty much what he did. Let's go get drunk.
No, like they pretty much.
He handled that well, at
No,
least.
there was very little drink at those things. That was always my issue with them.
There wasn't at the
In fairness,
Jameson.
at least he didn't do it like your man that made Transformers. What was his name?
Michael Bay.
You see
Oh,
him
yeah.
failing on stage. He
Oh
just
god.
Yeah.
Ah.
I can't deal with this
I
shit.
still think
Bye.
the most
yeah,
alcohol
just
I've
walked
been
off.
to-
Apparently, afterwards, he was just like, "Yeah, I'm just totally under too much stress."
Yeah, Halo
No, he
reached
just
that.
has no
Too much
imagination.
stress of making the worst fucking films in the world
No,
and making the most money in the world for doing it.
I was
Fuck
asked.
Michael.
I was
that
asked
has
to talk
no
about a
imagination.
screen that's slightly bendy, and I forgot everything. Everything. Hey, Michael Bay, you love these films. What are they all about?
Error. Michael Baytron has to leave.
Hold on, there hasn't been an explosion in at least 2 seconds.
Bad
What's
Boys
going
2
on here?
and The Rock are good.
The Rock was great.
Bad Boys
Bad Boys
1.
2.
Bad Boys 1 is much better than Bad Boys 2.
Driving
Bad
down the
Boys 2
hill.
has the spinny camera
Hold
shot.
on,
and
why are
Martin
you
Lawrence is
focusing
like,
on that when you've
I
got The
can't
Rock?
believe this shit.
Yes, but it also has a Humvee driving down a Colombian hill full of shanties.
Also, The Rock.
Actually, that's cool.
Am I the only one here supporting The Rock?
No,
No,
I support The
I'm
Rock
with you.
forever.
I'm with you
I
with The
said
Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock
Yes,
was
exactly. I'm with-
exactly. Yeah, but these are like
No. We're saying Bad Boys 2.
That doesn't. Just forget.
The Rock
about,
was cool.
Just
I like
forget
The
about
Rock.
Bad Boys altogether.
Sean
and just focus on
Connery
The
is
Rock.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
No, the entirety of The Rock. Like,
Yeah.
and most people when they remember The Rock, forget that there's a car chase in San Francisco
Yes.
with
Yeah.
like a yellow Lamborghini.
In
know?
fairness,
And
though,
don't forget the
most
tram.
people-
The tram
most
as
people
well.
forget about Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage and just remember that other crazy
Ed
fucker.
Harris.
Exactly. Yeah, who was also who was an
Yeah.
amazing actor.
Yeah, he's a.
And then that guy who was on a load of Ice Cube's albums is in that as well.
That worked out well then. What's his name?
No, he was in a Thing as well, wasn't he?
Oh, which
I think I know who you're talking about.
Doesn't he play Captain Anderson in Mass Effect?
the black guy. I'm not out there. But the black guy from The Rock.
He
the-
plays
the-
someone.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be racist, but that guy.
The guy who Nicolas Cage shoots out the window.
Exactly,
The
yeah.
Rocket
With the
Man
rocket,
guy.
yeah.
I know who you're talking
Maybe
about.
that's not the same guy.
He wasn't.
No, that's not the
no,
same guy.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh,
You just
I
did a
think-
Samuel L. Jackson. No,
no,
it's
it's not. I think
Did you see that on the
Yeah,
news?
it was, that was brilliant.
Did you see it
I
all?
think it
You know what we're
is.
talking about?
Your man thought he was Lawrence Fishburne, and he goes,
And he
"Yeah, I
doesn't
loved you
leave
in
it alone.
that thing," and he was like, "Hey, I'm not him."
like what the newsman should have realised
Yeah.
is, why would I be talking
He was in
to
a game.
Lawrence Fishburne?
That guy was in a game.
RoboCop.
That guy was in a game though. The guy from The Rock. He was in a game.
Which guy from the?
He was in.
There's
Is
Which
he
guy
Candyman?
in the
Yes, he's
It is
Candyman.
Candyman. It is fucking Candyman.
Yeah.
I can't
That was
remember
a
his name
strange
either.
film.
That was a very.
I
Have you
remember
ever,
seeing
have
that
you
when I
ever
was
read
like
up about
10.
the apartment block that Candyman is set in Chicago?
Is it hot?
He's in.
It's
he's
called
in a
New
game-
Cheskin
Is he in
Court.
Deus Ex?
Roxy.
He's in Deus Ex.
In what?
He's in Deus Ex, isn't he?
Is he?
I
yeah,
don't know.
he's in Deus Ex and he can die.
Who?
As far
Candyman?
He's called Blackguard number 2.
What's his name?
As he dies,
he's
he
in
goes,
Deus Ex. I'm
"Motherfucker."
sure he's in Deus Ex.
Say what?
It's either it's Deus Ex or it's a Splinter Cell game. It's either one.
Hold on, they're very different games.
Stephen, I have a very easy way for you to find out.
It's called
Candyman.
I don't know what Candyman is.
You're
Candyman.
supposed to fucking stay silent.
yeah, you.
It was going to be really funny.
But you ruined.
But
it.
you've never seen Candyman because you've never seen any films.
And this is from a guy who's like, my family watches films on my dad, he just watches films all the time. You're disgraced.
That was going to be great.
Yeah, that was going to be the highlight of the entire podcast. You ruined
You
it.
have
With
no
that,
honor.
We should probably stop.
Yes.
Stephen, you ruined everything.
Yeah. From now on, Stephen is officially out of the podcast.
Boo.
If you'd like to see him back...
I'll take my mic.
No, if you'd like to see him back, vote us up on YouTube. Otherwise, well, Stephen, if you don't beat 20 votes, you're fucked.
Give us a like on YouTube and leave a comment in the sections.
Oh yeah,
Or-
are we one of those now? Give us a like and leave us a comment.
I should have
Yeah.
done. I should have done that with more contempt. If you do either of those things, I will personally try to find a way to get your information. Come into your home and say Candyman into the mirror 3 times and then leave.
Just before you do that, you run into a room and go, think fast. Then run out. Just waking up in the middle of the night, think fast. What? Just Candyman.
Yeah. Or no, that's a better one. Just
Dad?
go to people's
Dad, is that
houses
you?
With like a sack of beer cans and like
No,
just
but it's father.
throw them at people in the bed and say, "Hey Malkovich, think fast." I bet I get arrested after the first house because I would have had to break and enter.
You can get a giant sock and do a sock full of beer cans and just hit people with it.
Yeah.
See, then I'd be just killing people and it wouldn't be like ironic.
It would be to you because you're the
I-
only one who.
I guess it'd be a Full Metal
In all
Jacket
fairness,
reference.
I didn't say there was anything ironic or funny about what I suggested. I was just suggesting murder.
And on that.
So if you hear about a rash of beer can sock murders,
The man was killed by, it looks like a 6-pack of Heineken.
Did anyone actually hear
When
that
it
the
was
Zodiac
wrapped in
Killer?
a textile type.
Did anyone hear that the Zodiac Killer apparently he'd come forward, or his friend had a friend of his?
mental people have been.
Yeah,
forward.
exactly.
No. But this guy, apparently,
Right, hold on.
from what I've heard,
Why don't
has
you come
come
back to us
forward
when you have some
and
proper
said
evidence?
details to the police that they only had, and
Really?
he said certain amounts of it that he's only had. So now they're actually thinking that this guy's legit.
But in
he said
fairness-
he-
Because the guy
Closed
they
detail.
In
were
all
the other
fairness-
one they did was
In all
not.
fairness-
certain of.
If you had about 1,000
Died.
people who gave different details,
Yeah.
you're gonna get one who has the right details.
I don't think it's
I hit them with a
thousands.
sock full of
It is.
Heineken.
But as the Onion told us,
All you see is all the
what was
Zodiac
Onion
killings. These
story?
guys
What
with
was
like
it?
a Heineken imprint on their
Was it
face.
Bob Saget?
But they
and
can't
Mr.
search in
Bean
Boss.
Zodiac
How are they supposed to
killer?
know what can it is? They used to be in Boss.
They used to be in
Yeah,
Boston.
they used to be, but not anymore.
Well, then again, it could be Heineken. They used
it
to be
could
in
be
Boston.
Budweiser.
They'd
Ew.
smell it on him.
But then again, that person be
Nobody
weak and
buys
feeble and
Budweiser.
Could I-
Kev.
Before we end this,
Hmm?
so we can have just like this 10-minute section at the end where we talk about everything but video games.
Yay!
I read
The whole podcast.
I read a story last night about a serial killer from I think it's Macedonia.
Macedonia, Greek.
Yeah, it's like it may
from-
not be Macedonia, but it's a country that's absolutely tiny. It has
Ireland.
a lower population than us. So I was about to say, like, even smaller than us.
Andorra.
But
Probably
like,
beat us in the World Cup.
it was a crime journalist who did it. Like, he murdered like 4 women.
But then
really
covered
old
it.
women. Covered it, and in his stories about it, gave away details
Yeah.
that the cops hadn't released. So that's how he got caught.
That was
Fucking idiot.
That was a
It's
huge
fucking
country.
amazing.
It was in
That's-
South America.
that's good,
That happened in
actually.
South
no,
America
it was
as well.
definitely Europe.
No, but it happened in
story
South
I'm
America a
talking
couple
about.
of years ago. Same thing. They had some kind of, like eyewitness kind of program, and some journalist anyway, he was going through this, basically same thing happened, and he was caught and he went to prison and he's
Is
dead
it as
now
bad
'cause
though
he
as the
killed-
woman who was on a holiday in Iceland with a tour bus? And she went into the bathroom to sort of get changed and freshened up, and came out, and they were looking for somebody from the tour bus who was missing. And she was like, "Oh, who is it?" And they gave a whole description, and they went on a search until like 3 a.m. in the morning, and then it turned out it was her. She had just changed clothes, didn't recognize the description of herself, and went with everybody else on a search for herself until somebody went, "Hold on,
We're looking for you.
who we're looking for?"
Well, no, bad on her. Yeah, that's
In
really
fairness,
stupid.
somebody probably went, "It was an ugly woman." And she just went,
wearing
"Couldn't
an
be me.
orange jacket.
Couldn't be
But
me."
like the cop who's reading out the description from like his notepad, like
Apparently, she had just changed clothes. Though.
Yeah.
She had walked into the bathroom to change clothes.
Changing
And that's
clothes
when she
couldn't
went
really-
like if he
missing.
gave a description.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you think of it,
Like,
we
Where
have
was she?
a
And what
5'4"
ethnicity is she?
no,
I don't know this, Stephen. There's no need to bring race into it.
yeah, exactly, you racist.
You scumbag racist.
That's it, right? We're going to
We'll
start.
finish it on that. Yeah, there's no
Same.
need for any more.
Poor Steve, we picked on him. We picked
They
on him.
can't.
Just
Like,
because
no,
he doesn't have any kind of film
In all
knowledge.
fairness, I don't think we can let it go any further.
I just don't
We'll
belong.
just pretend nobody heard that.
What, Soul?
Korea.
So you brought race into it.
Yeah, Stephen, well done. Don't
No,
be
you two.
Look, just watch more movies, man.
No.
They're good.
Okay, bye.
Hey, stop taking over the show.
I'm
Evan's
doing the
decides
right.
out.
I'm doing the right thing.
Evan's show.
It's Evan's show. He decides when it ends.
It should have ended before now.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
what I've decided, and it's about to end right now. So that's it.
Silence. Silence, everybody.
What's
Silence,
the-
everybody.
What's the exit noise?
Are we not gonna say goodbye?
I'll
No, I
decide
said
what
silence.
this music that's going to make us kind of half banned on YouTube is.